Look down. What's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about consciousness recently. What physical properties form our comprehension of reality? You know, and how do physical properties determine quality? And why is anything conscious?
Those are three great questions. Let's break those down a bit.
Starting with senses such as smell, what we see, what we hear, and what we feel. Therefore, we are all bound to have different comprehensions of reality. Another component to how our brain processes and stores the input it receives from the world around it is how we get in our information. Our reality will also be determined by our age. The brain changes throughout life, and one can see that a specific pattern in the way of thinking will change throughout life, and the perception of reality will also change in the different stages of the human life cycle. Our mental state is also key to how we comprehend reality, as explored through the case study of Antonio Damasio with the woman who didn't feel anxiety or fear, or the dog beneath the skin, where a person's reality is drastically tweaked by consuming a drug.
Now, even the harder part, how physical properties determine qualia. So first of all, what is qualia? Qualia are private subjective experiences of reality, such as drinking your favorite coffee or eating your favorite chocolate and having an emotional moment with it. For example, memorizing about your childhood. But physicalists such as Dennett argue that these are just the physical events that happen within your brain. Well, the bigger argument arises with the knowledge argument, where color scientist Mary, which is locked in a black and white room, knows everything there is to know about color, but has never experienced it. So one day, she gets released, and she for the first time sees red apple. So she comments, "Oh, that's how I like to experience color red." And by Frank Jackson and Chalmers, suggested that she will learn something beyond physical fact, something such as a subjective experience. While Dennett, the physicalist, argued that she would already know how color would react to her nervous system, suggesting she will not learn anything new. While in this case, qualia cannot be determined as fully physical property, because first of all, it's not measurable such as shape, volume, or density, or smell, and it's not about identifying things, it's more about how you perceive things, such as it's not about identifying coffee smell, it's about how you personally experience that coffee smell to yourself.
The most fundamental question of all is, why are we conscious in the first place? Is there some undiscovered explanation for why clumps of matter can become conscious, or is this just an unexplainable brute fact about how the way the world works? This is the hardest question of all because it fundamentally transcends just science. It's equally a statement of philosophy. Something unique about our consciousness is that we have the ability to create meaning for ourselves, something that we don't know that anything else can do. While we live in a barren wasteland of the universe, it's incapable, inherently meaningless. What if our consciousness is here to be able to give meaning and purpose to the world around us?
So what do you think? I think I learned a lot. Thanks.